So, good morning, class. How are you all? Today, we are going to study a new chapter. Uh, that you have to guess what chapter we are going to study today. So, um, I have a question for you. That where do we get energy? Like the main source of energy. From where do we get energy? Yes, class. So, we get energy from the sources or the nutrients or the food we eat. So today the chapter name or the introduction of the chapter is from where do we get food. So the process or the nutrition in plants. So the chapter name is nutrition in plants. Nutrition in plants. So today we are going to study nutrition in plants. So how we like animals and plants have different structure. You can see a plant is different and a animal or a human is different in nature. So on that basis we can say that we have different body structure or the function or also the physiological or the function of the body. So I have a question that from where do we get the food? Like I have said you that nutrition in plants. From where do we get food? So we get food from plants and animal sources. So we get food from plants and animal sources. Plants and animal sources. So ignore the voices behind this. So we get food from plants and animals, and which forms we get in plants like green veggies, green vegetables, fruits, pulses, cereals, and in animal form we get like we eat meat, other meat or the other food sources like meat, chicken, and all these are the animal sources, or we can say that these are the other sources. So these are the examples that we. So why do we require why do we require the energy or the from where do we get? We get from plants and as well as animals in the form of these like green vegetable, fruits, pulses, cereals, and in the animal like we eat flesh like meat and chicken. So now the next answer is that as we make our own food, like your sister or your mother cooks the food, likewise plants don't have their parents or any other elder to cook food, but you have to tell that do plants make their own food? So yes, plants they make their own food, and you have some idea that you have studied in your classes, your earlier class, that plants are capable to make their own food. So today we are going to discuss that how plants are capable. Plants are capable to make their own food. So those who are capable to make their own foods, or plants are very much capable naturally, they are capable to make their own food, are known as, do you have any clue that what we call them? So these are known as autotrophs. Autotrophs. itself. These are the type of nutrition in which plants make their own food is known as autotrophs, and those who are not capable to make their own food are known as, what we call them? We call them as heterotrophs. So the organisms which sorry which are not capable, which are not, so you have to consider this, which are not capable to make their own food by themselves and are dependent on others, and are dependent on others are known as heterotrophs. These are known as heterotrophs. So we are the example of heterotrophs. Like we are the animals, so we are the human beings. Human beings are capable, like for making some roti or making some chapati, we require the plant source as well. So firstly we require the plant source, like for example for making roti we need wheat or water. So we are dependent on plants through which we are getting food. Are you clear, class? So we are getting food from plant sources and we are dependent on plants as well. So are you clear that there are two types of nutrition? One is autotrophic nutrition and the other one is heterotropic. And the nutrition is nutrition. So nutrition is the taking up or utilization of nutrients by the body is known as nutrition. So nutrition is all about the taking up or the utilization of nutrients in the form of carbohydrates. Then second one is vitamins. Then third one is minerals. So we in the form like we require carbohydrates, mineral, fat and vitamins. So further we will study from where do we get these terms, and these like where do we get carbohydrates, like from potato, cereals, pulses we get carbohydrates, and vitamins from the vegetables or the fruits like orange, and these are the form of vitamins from we get, and minerals we get from oils and the other sources. So these are the types of nutrition, from where do we get the nutrients. Now next is have you remembered about like why plants are only capable to make their food like from carbon dioxide and other minerals. Only why they are capable. Why not the humans are capable to make their food by using carbon dioxide and water? So any guess class? So yes, plants are capable. Plants are capable to make their own food because they have a pigment called as chlorophyll, and these are green in color, and they are naturally occurring, and with the intake of carbon dioxide or CO2, plant is capable to make food by themselves, and the animals or the humans are not, because we have different body structure, we have different physiology or the physical appearance or the internal mechanism is very much different, as plants also have the like chlorophyll like pigment which is green in color, and it's already present in their body or the body parts. So we are going to discuss about how this mechanism works, and from where mechanism, like our mother cooks food for ourselves, so the process of cooking is different in our place, and the process of making their own food in plants is very much different from our type. Okay, so now we are discussing that plants are making their food, like we make our food by cooking, and we have different processes. So can you suggest that what we call that process, from where plants make their own food, like what we call it? So we call it as the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. So we call it as photosynthesis. So we are going to study about the term photosynthesis. So as you can see, the term photo means here the light, and synthesis means to make something. So photo means sunlight or the light, sunlight, as many of the terminologies have their meanings in their words only. So you don't have to cram the things, you have to just like sometimes they are from these words we can make the meaning, or we can get the meaning easily, and you don't have the need to cram the thing always. So photo means sunlight, and the synthesis mean making of something. Okay, so in this why sunlight is very much needed for the production of photosynthesis or the making of food for the plants. So sunlight is very much essential and for making the process for the making of food of the plants. So in this like for cooking we need some like material, like for example we need oil, ghee, or spices or salt and water or the veggies to make a food. Likewise we have certain things in in plants to make their own food. So in plant, like for example, I am going to making a tree here to clear the concept here. So I am going to make a tree here. So it has many leaves. Okay, many leaves, and it's a tree. So you can see the roots here, root part. You can see the stem or the bundle of stem, and you can see these are leaves, or these are the branches, These are the branches. So a tree have different type of branching on this. So can you say that from where do we get the chlorophyll is present, like in the fruit part or the leaf part or the stem part? Where do we get that chlorophyll? Can you remember? You have studied in class 6 also. So the main area or the main production of chlorophyll is in leaves. So in leaves are the main essential part of where we get the chlorophyll. Are you getting, class? So so now you are very much clear that a plant have a leaf, and other like parts of a plants are root, branches, stem and other parts. So leaf is the main source of chlorophyll from where they make their own food. So I am drawing a transfer section of a leaf. Okay, I am not so good at drawing, but I am trying my best. So this is a leaf. Okay, this is a leaf, and you can see there are some tiny pores over it. Like there are some tiny pores over it. So you have seen in many, like not only in one plant or two, you can see in many plants there are some tiny pores. Some have very thin, or some have, you can feel the like scratchy part or the rough part in the leaf. So we call them as stomata. 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 These parts are known as stomata. And leaf is the powerhouse, or the leaf is the house for chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Okay, so leaf is the powerhouse for the chlorophyll, and stomata is the place where there is a exchange of gases, or stomata is the part in which the processing of this photosynthesis will occur in the leaf part, and stomata will help for the process. So in the stomata part, like, are you clear with the diagram and so on? So as you can see, these are the small pores, and stomata, I am going to rub this. So stomata helps in the exchange of gases. So like we breathe, plants also respire through this, like these exchange of gases, like the waste gases or the gases may exchange by the stomata. And stomata has a stomata is capable to make the food. So we are going to discuss that how stomata helps in making the food, or we plants get their food. So I am going to draw the stomata. These shape are like kidney beans, you have seen, like these are also looks like a kidney bean. So these are some, like they have some round structure over here. This is whole as stomata. This whole structure is stomata, and under it stomata has some, these two kidney like structure are guard cell. guard cells means they have to guard, like from the name itself, like they are guarding something. So these are like the inner structure, and these are known as guard cells, and uh, these are known as the guard cells, and these are cells present here. Okay, are you getting class?